What's up, guys? Roblox Talk back with another draft prospect breakdown. We're going to look at the offensive side of the ball today, and we're looking at Gators left tackle Stone Forsythe, probably the best name in the draft. I mean, if it's not, it's going to push for one of the best, but huge, massive, whatever big name you want to name, you can say it. 6'8", 307, could probably put on more weight, 10-inch hands. Size-wise, NFL size, he's got it. Let's put it that way. So let's check him out. Does he perform on the field like his numbers, his height, and weight show it should? So, plus, I'll let you take this away.
Yeah, Stone is, he does what his name says. He just stonewalls people. He right there in the run game, he's your left tackle. He's just gonna shows good movement skills. He's gonna eat up number 7 right here, and really just does a good job of paving the way. Again, taking care of his block. He's not going to be he's not really a nasty finisher in the run game, but he does enough as far as just getting on his man and making sure he's not going anywhere. So really good job of just hand usage. He's a very aggressive blocker. He likes to get his hands on people, obviously, and push them back. And you see the footwork driving there.
If anything, I mean, obviously the size, 6'8", he's going to overwhelm guys because of that. But also because of that, a negative is they play higher. If you're that tall, it's kind of hard to get low against, leverage. But I mean, the thing is, that's something you can teach. That's technique. How are you going to use that? But check this out. I mean, he's going to come down onto this guy and then get to the second level and get to another blocker. I mean, really nice here. Functional mobility, push down one, get to the second level, open up a massive hole. I mean, this is stuff you like. This is stuff you want to see from your left tackle. Break it down a little bit more.
Yeah, Stone does. He's athletic enough, like you said. He's got the functional mobility. He can get down and make second level blocks. So does a good job there, chipping and then getting to the next level. Here, just standing his guy up again. Like you said, you want to see better pad level, better bend in the knees, but he does a good job there. Kind of lifts this guy up. You see the low, jolt there, gets 44 off of his feet, and just really, setting the tone there as they're doing their down blocks really sets up this hole for the running game.
Yeah, and then we keep going on. And once he kind of gets his arms on you, especially in the pass blocking, you're kind of done. And this is a guy we really like over here, Azeez Al-Julari, great pass rusher from Georgia, massive potential in the league. But I mean, just look at the length he has here. Once he gets both those arms on you, you're locked in. I mean, he's hooked you in. You're not going for anywhere. You're going for his ride. Again, little high, yeah, but still, he's got total control. You can't go around. You can't counter inside. He's locked you up. I mean, it's kind of hard when stoning you down. But go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely going to have to work on his footwork. His footwork can be a little choppy at times, but he's got enough speed there as far as foot speed, which is very important. And like you said, he's got the length, he's got the strength and everything else that comes with it. Here again, you're going to see nice job of awareness, being able to pass guys off, picking up another guy and just stonewalling them right there. So he has a lot of good things going. And I think pass protection is definitely the strength of his game. I think it's a little bit better than his run blocking. So he's just a very natural pass protector. Again, it's just got to work on some things as far as bend and pad level, making sure he's more consistent with his footwork, making sure it's not stopping. But here, just really good awareness, seeing what is coming at him, picking up this nice stunt, and really just stopping in his tracks.
I'm showing it so many times just because this doesn't get enough credit. I mean, to actually know, okay, this is a stunt happening. It's not just a guy trying to win inside. Being heady enough to stay with where he has to be, right? It's crazy how even Tristan Wirfs, us as Buccaneer fans, he struggled with this early on in the beginning of his rookie season. And like Stone Forsythe, already natural, kind of seeing it. Good feel for that left tackle. Good feel for that stunt. And look at that. Big play happens because of that. Just enough time for the quarterback. And then again, just check out this kick leg here. So, I mean, he sometimes stops right here once he gets kind of his hands on someone, if he gets contact. But he's long enough to actually recover. But later on, you'll see that kind of bites him the next time. But, I mean, overall, everything you want, you can teach some of these things out. You just hope they're not bad habits that are engraved in them. But go ahead.
Like you said, yeah, that's something he's definitely gonna have to work on. Just the footwork, being a little bit more consistent, making sure these feet don't stop, continue to slide, and make sure you're on a swivel there. But like you said, his arms are so long that he's able to again regain. Look how he just restructures and re-anchors his position. He stops his feet a little bit, but then just locked in right there with his length. I mean, that's what makes him a special talent, because and a reason why he's probably being talked now as a day two prospect, because I mean you can just see it. I mean that's a natural left tackle right there. Again here, again kind of gets sideways here, a little too wide, but again he's able to recover because of that length, and it makes him very intriguing.
I know it's hard to get excited about offensive lineman guys, but I mean, this is part of football, and it's a big, fat guy moving quickly. I mean, this is actually cool to watch. But again, against Azeez Ojulari, nice move here, actually, to push that arm down, try and get that outside edge. But again, he's recovering, staying with it, keeping his hips going, legs moving with his upper body. It's not like he's bending or folding. Usually, if this arm gets pushed down, the lineman goes down with that arm. He's staying balanced, not letting him get absorbed into the hit, and just enough to, again, deliver a pass. Doesn't come down with the ball, but overall, I mean, I really like this. And yeah, comp he's getting from NFL.com is Nate Solder. Yeah, obviously because of his size, but he's playing pretty well. But this is actually a lot bigger school than Nate Solder went to, Florida Gators. And then I know you love this stuff. Boom.
Oh yeah, yeah. Being physical at the point of attack, just helping. If you don't have a man that is lined up, across from you, you go help out your teammates, and he does make sure that guy's down for sure. Even though it ends up being a sack on Kyle Trask, but again, you got like the physicality, the ability to just knock a man over. That's always nice to see.
What was 56 thinking? But I mean, like you just said again, heading enough to know, okay, my guy's not coming in. He's dropping back. Look at his eyes already coming back to the inside rusher. He didn't have time to think. He's like, nope, react, knock him down. Who else can I hit? But again, 56 on the other side did not do a good job. But we keep talking. Stone, Forsythe. I love that name. But keep going. This is actually a good matchup. Touch on it.
Yeah, this is going up against Vanderbilt's pass rusher. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but number 10 is actually a very good prospect. A lot of people think he's going to go day two as well. But yeah, Stone is just doing a great job of just staying and locking the man in, and trying to do some power against him, and it's just not going to work, especially when he's able to get his length on you. Here again, he just gets him thrown to the ground. He's trying to do some spin moves, not working. His teammate kind of helps him out there, but yeah, Stone makes sure he's down for the count.
Yeah, I mean, there's little minor things that can be taught out. He plays a little bit high, but let's go on to the bigger negatives. When he tries to jump and be a little bit too aggressive at the point of attack. So this edge rusher is coming at him. He's going to jump over his hands, and he's being the aggressor trying to force the issue, overcommits, and look what happens. Ends up getting around, ends up getting the sack. I'll let you touch on that a little bit more.
Yeah, Stone can just be a little bit too aggressive at times, and that's where the pad level and the footwork comes into play, where it can be a negative for him, because at times he oversets as he tries here, just a little bit too much arm reach, and the defender does a great job of jumping past him and then getting the edge. So that's what we talk about when it's about footwork and making sure he's sliding his feet, staying with them, and not oversetting or trying to overcommit, and sometimes you got to let that defender come into you and let him make the first move. And then you can, do your counters from there.
Check his hips out. I mean, usually you were seeing an easy flow going around that edge. He immediately twists after this jump. Watch how quickly I'm running after the guy because I overcommitted. I let him win and push my arms down. Again, same thing. Kind of being a little bit too aggressive here. He's jumping out towards him. I know it's a play action, so he probably has to do this to give away that it's a run. But the overcommitment, you have a speed rusher in Azeez Ojulari. He's going to win the edge, but be honest. But of course, completion against that Georgia game. But I'll let you touch on this last one. Go ahead.
Yeah, again, it's kind of just similar thing. 11 kind of got him twice with the same move. He's going to do that little jump hop to the right. And just Stone just kind of, again, just being overset, trying to be aggressive, trying to hit him. The footwork kind of stops. So he's just got to be a little bit more consistent with the feet, but he's got everything else. I mean, he's fast enough with his footwork. It's just inconsistent as far as stop and go. And wearing, when to put his hands out and when not to. So all those things can be coached up. So at the end of the day, I think Stone Forsythe is a very excellent tackle prospect in this class. I think he's within the top 10 tackles with the other guys that are mentioned. So definitely he could be a name that I think is going to be picked higher than most people thought. And, you know, if you're looking for a tackle, whether it's left or right, I think Stone Forsythe would be a very good pick. If you like the content, be sure to hit that like button. Give us a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Comment down below what's your opinions on Stone Forsythe. And until the next one,